Attention all SME sales and marketing professionals. The urgent newsletter requires your eyes and ears to focus on the plight of SMEs, especially the micro-enterprises operations. Understanding their bleak survival is an excellent way to assist these businesses to survive and prosper in the near future. Agree or not? The purpose of this bulletin is to give a serious warning to you and all concerned to ensure Malaysian to prepare to face any situation. To give you a preview of this newsletter, we must into account the facts several authorities are giving great help to micro-enterprise to go through the COVID-19 epidemic period. Initially, the government imposed several good policies but with little positive results. In fact, special assistance was given in a way of informal supporting mechanisms such as reducing financial barriers, particularly with the help of the Micro/Isemeraniaga financing scheme. In fact, these small business also given training and development in business skills. Yet another body like the SME Corporation Malaysia offers aids in the form of loans to microenterprises under Islamic Finances Mudharabah profit sharing principle. That said, we shall jump straight to this week's news. Alright, thanks. Here's goes. Red hot news. MICR0 enterprises need help. To curb the spread of COVID-19 over the past 2 years, the government imposed several policies, such as strict movement control orders, mass vaccination campaigns and comprehensive contact tracing. Despite these positive measures, the pandemic impacted Malaysia's economy badly, especially affecting micro, small and medium enterprises, MSMEs. Up to 2021, over 37,000 MSMEs had closed their businesses, and out of this total, 26,007 were microenterprises. MSMEs play a major role in the Malaysian economy. They account for nearly 40% of the country's GDP and employ almost 2/3 of its workforce. And in the MSME category, microenterprises account for the largest share. According to the Department of Statistics Malaysia, microenterprises made up 78.6% of total MSME establishments in 2021. Similarly to small and medium enterprises, access to finance remains a key constraint for microenterprises. In fact, microenterprises received little financial and funding aid during the pandemic. Recently, Bank Simpanan Nasional introduced a Micro/Isemeraniaga financing scheme aimed at microenterprises, but it is restricted for use as working capital or purchasing assets. More needs to be done to assist microenterprises in reducing financial barriers and improving operational performances. The pandemic has highlighted that MSMEs must transform their businesses to become more resilient. MSMEs operators need training and development in business skills. Research has suggested informal supporting mechanisms such as mentoring and face-to-face contacts tailored to the needs of MSMEs can help. Hence, the government should consider a win-win strategy that financial aids microenterprises while incorporating informal supporting mechanisms. The government could allocate funds through the SME Corporation Malaysia, allowing it to offer loans to microenterprises under Islamic Finances Mudharabah profit sharing principle. The contract is built on an agreement that one party offers capital and the other party offers labor. Under this principle, profits gained are shared between fund providers and entrepreneurs based on a mutually agreed profit-sharing ratio. In the event of failure, financial losses are borne by fund providers while entrepreneurs would lose their time and efforts. This facility has many advantages. For example, SME Corp could monitor, guide and support the micro-enterprises. In this way, it could be the mentor for microenterprise operators, helping to transform their businesses. With Mudharabah financing having undergone various changes and modernizations, researchers have found that it has not significantly impacted bank credit risk as perceived by many. As Malaysia transitions into the endemic phase, we must directly address the root causes of the challenges faced by microenterprises. If loans are provided under the Mudharabah principle, microenterprises will be able to access finance and informal support mechanisms. This would help them get back on track, which would, in turn, help the nation's economy in a win-win situation. Microenterprise. In conclusion, to justify the repeating of certain salient points of the newsletter concerning microenterprises needing help, here are few factors to be highlighted. Okay. Believe me, this aid to the micro-enterprise is highly important because survival of Malaysia and its people hinge on these small-scale businesses. Honest? Jokes aside, to make a long story short, do remember, The relevant organizations help small business to survive well during the COVID-19 epidemic period. At first, the government did impose numerous beneficial regulations but with poor quality results. Moreover, special assistance was given in a way 7 of casual form of better mechanisms operations together with the aim to decrease economic barriers. The authorities also assist them with the micro/I Simarani financing scheme. Truly those small enterprises was additionally given education and improvement in enterprise operations skills, and give help through the SME Corporation Malaysia. This body gives aids to in the shape of loans to micro-organizations classified under Islamic Finances Madarabah, earnings sharing, principle. Now that we are fully aware of these economic situation, we as sales and marketing individuals must render our time, effort, and money to make the aids to micro-enterprises to succeed beyond our expectations. Agreeable? By the way, a most appropriate way to end this week's newsletter is to quote the words of Nicole Snow. He is known by his stage name Snow, is a Canadian reggae musician, rapper, and singer. A small business is an amazing way to serve and leave an impact on the world you live in. With this, I shall end this newsletter with many thanks. End of news. PS. Come to think of it, we know if it is a lengthy SMEs newsletter, yet we want to congratulate you for watching and reading this bulletin completely. Needless to say, since you have fully read this news, therefore, you now deserve more forthcoming weekly free bonus of chapters of the book, How to Handle Sales Objections. Additionally, we are eager to know which part of this newsletter you learned most. Your feedbacks are critical so that we can help each other grow effectively. Lest you forget, these sharing will continue in the Facebook, LinkedIn, and of course in our author, trainer, and consultant's email, josephsfn@gmail.com, upon request. Alright, thank you. We hope to meet you next week. Goodbye and best wishes. From me, yours truly, Madam Sophia, the virtual presenter to CTM Joseph. May 2022.